Hello everyone and welcome back to a long-awaited and long-delayed AFK Journey video. We are still with Faye, and judging by the sound of my voice you can tell that I'm not that cut up about leaving her behind, thankfully. And there might have been a little gap between this video and the last one. Problems with recording, who knows? Apologies if the story does seem a little bit disjointed. We did do a little bit of things off stream.
Well, Faye, you've escorted us a long way. Stay
But Temesia is filling in the blanks for everyone. She escorted us a long way, and that's all there is to it.
Tell you a little secret?
A secret?
I really like you, because you're really special. You know what I mean, right?
I'm not exactly sure what you're talking about.
Okay, this is a relationship I didn't think was going to happen.
On your plate. We're not really that close yet, so maybe I don't get how you're feeling, but since you're shouldering so many things by yourself, at least be kind to yourself, okay?
How random.
Thanks for caring. You're sweet, but I shouldn't wish for what I don't deserve.
That's a firm no, ladies and gentlemen.
Temesia's
like, absolutely not.
Peace. Take care on your journey, Faye. Don't worry about me.
Love is hard. Oh, look, the hearts and everything. Oh, this one. Atalanta, or whatever you call it. They could have just called her Atalanta. I don't know why they decided to put so many different phonics and stuff into her name.
Fancy seeing you here. You
Good old Chippy, how I did not miss that voice.
Seems like you have friends from all over. You've got quite the connections.
I forgot Valen wasn't in the Dark Forest with us, so he's never met her before.
I could ask the same of you.
She's like Madam Web. She's connecting us all.
Goals at the moment. I'm pretty familiar
Pity
with
she's
this area.
useless in combat. Just saying.
Let me guess where you're going. Could you be heading to the ancient battlefield?
Potentially.
Wow! She got it correct on her first guess. So smart. You know it.
Get a room, you two. First Faye and Temesia, now Chippy and her.
For those who don't know me or
This is a very
let me reintroduce myself.
charged
treasure
and
hunter at your
energized video.
The
Everyone's
road
just
to
getting
the
off
ancient
with each other.
battlefield is pretty long. How about traveling together? Let me be your guide.
A treasure hunter? What brings you to this archaeological site?
What else is a
I
treasure
wonder.
hunter do when visiting an archaeological site? You tell me.
What? How could you? An archaeological site is supposed to be for research. What's the difference between treasure hunting and theft here?
Oh, I suppose. But yeah, that was such a stupid question,
Your
Faye.
words are making me seem less classy. Don't mistake me for a thief.
You might not have the right to say something like that.
Ah, whatever. Just pretend I didn't say anything.
Hold on, I've got an idea. If she becomes our guide and travels with us, we can watch over her and prevent her from causing damage at the site.
This isn't appropriate. We should make our way to the ancient battlefield on our own, and let her do her own thing.
Are you sure your personal opinions aren't influencing your judgment, Temesia?
Personal opinions. Oh, they have history together.
Having me as a guide would make things much easier.
Huh? How do you know Temesia's name?
Seems our stiff Miss Knight and this treasure hunter might know each other. Or it might even be something more.
Captain Obvious.
But on another note, I agree with Atalanta. Investigating the golems will be difficult. Finding clues quickly is necessary to prevent civilians from being harmed.
That's true. But this atmosphere is really weird.
Who cares about saving people? I feel a bit icky with you two fighting.
And the map is quite basic. Plus, I'm curious about what happened between these two ladies.
I knew it! You're the backbone of this group. From now on, let's take care of each other.
I'll support his decision.
Then
Good.
I'll head back.
Yeah, bye, Faye.
Please,
Why haven't you left
everyone,
already?
Keep an eye on this treasure hunter. Don't let her cause trouble in the ruins.
Or steal Temesia from you. You can be honest. Be honest, Faye. Right, so we have a miasma then to clear. And shouldn't be too much of a problem. Never really have encountered much. We are a bit over leveled, it must be said.
Big thanks to all of you for
And
helping out.
finito. New area uncovered.
Lucius, can we swap positions? I'll take the rear.
Now look what you've done, guys. Stop making Temesia so uncomfortable with your gossiping.
Thanks, Lucius. Now people miles away can hear you yelling.
Dura above. Temesia,
He's so tall as well. He's very funny, I like him.
The ancient battlefield is still quite a distance. It probably would be smart to rest before we travel the rest of the way. I know there's a camp up ahead. Let's take a breather there.
Sure, why not? Here we go. Better collect the money though beforehand.
Temesia, why did you suddenly lower your voice?
Just being cautious. Magister, could you double check the map and make sure we're going the right way?
Sure.
Is that so? It's a
I was like,
relief.
oh god, please don't tell me I have to actually examine where we're going because I'm kind of lost in this region.
Do you have something on your mind, Magister?
Okay, the volume and that
With
just
your
kind of
meticulous
disappeared
nature,
there.
you'd have done it yourself even if I didn't mention it, right? I brought it up for a reason. I don't trust Atalanta. Magister,
No,
correct me if
you
I'm
don't
wrong.
say.
you seem to have quite a history with her and even received some of her goodwill. I trust your judgment. So when you suggested traveling with her, I didn't voice my objections. But I personally will never trust her
Okay.
because she has betrayed my trust.
You can't leave it there. Explain it.
I think that bringing up old issues will only disturb you. It's enough that you
Didn't stop you
understand
now.
my reasoning.
Okay.
You met Atalanta in the
Valen?
Dark Forest, right? I thought you had accepted her as a guide because you had a lot of faith in her. But I noticed you subtly checking the map earlier. Of course. It's always reassuring to travel with you. You never miss any details. So, what's the deal? What really happened between Temesia and Atalanta?
We'll have to ask Chippy. I'm sure he'll know the story.
Okay. You're a pro at keeping secrets. You know what? It might be time I shared a story about my first love.
Dear Lord. Oh, come on,
Hey, you
Japanese
seem awfully
answer.
curious. But since you won't tell me their
How
secret,
random.
I'm not going to tell you mine.
I did see like that they were trying to ask did like foreign script appear, so yes it did.
The Temesia and Atalanta thing? I swear I don't have a clue. I've been partnered with Temesia for quite a while. Back then, she'd been sent to Oakenfell to investigate a disturbance. But despite that, I don't know much about her friends, or even her enemies. Temesia holds herself to high standards and isn't exactly close to anyone. I genuinely want to look out for her, but it seems to backfire every time.
I kind
But
of
I
like
can
Lucius.
do better. Let me think about Temesia's past. Temesia's past. Oh! I just remembered something. You'd never guess this, but she used to lead the choir when she was young. But those days are long gone. When she first became a knight, she wasn't as reserved and serious as she is now. As her senior, I remember her being quite
This
loud
is kind of
back
like
then,
a lore
always
dump, isn't
striving
it?
to keep up with training, and she was closer to everyone than she is now. I can't exactly remember when she began changing. Temesia started talking less and
Seem to know an awful lot about her, even though you've only been
perhaps it was
partnered
around
for a
the time
certain
when she
while.
was tasked with investigating the whereabouts of the Faith Stone.
Yeah, there we go.
At the end of the day, you can only rely on yourself, right?
This is true.
Is that really how you feel? I've seen you getting attention wherever you go. I almost thought you were the type who's always all smiles. But well, you asked me to be your guide, and yet you were still double-checking the map. It's really disheartening. You don't even trust me.
There's no winning in this part of the game.
Look, please trust me. No matter what doubts you have or what you've heard, it's better not to hastily conclude that I'm unforgivable.
Unforgivable? She hasn't done anything yet. I'm curious. Right, so I'm gonna get caught in the environment there.
It's already the dead of night. The old markers have been wrecked by the golems lately. I need to explore to figure out which way to go. Oh, but you guys aren't confident in letting me explore alone, huh?
Oh dear.
Especially you, Temesia. The way you're looking at me, it's like I'm about to bring back a bunch of bandits to attack here.
You should remember that I never wanted you to guide us on this journey.
Oh.
But now, since he has accepted you as a companion, I feel responsible for keeping an eye on you.
I bet looking at me is the last thing you want to do, huh?
It's unfortunate, but I have to. Because I'm more aware than anyone else here that you are not to be trusted.
Oh, for the love of God, get on with it.
Let's go then, Temesia.
I'll keep an eye on her. We'll be back shortly.
Oh, I really wish I could join them.
You just want to be part of the drama.
Hammy
Don't
knows
you,
what's up.
Galen?
Hammy knows what's up. But they didn't return after a whole night. Okay, so now we have to go and follow them. Concerning. Like a Nuzlocke playthrough. We can't use them ever again. They're gone. Never to be seen from again. We are over level, so we can just pop all these enemies. Collect all that lovely gold.
Turn back now.
Oh, here they are, here having a wee
You know
fight.
well enough that what I've shown you so far is just a warning.
We weren't worried or anything,
Why are you
ladies.
still in my way?
I'm begging you to pause. The Sun Temple poses grave risks for you. Why would you want to risk your life like this? Especially since I've seen you weak and near death before.
I'm much stronger now
Oh.
than before.
I know, but I can't help but feel concerned.
Don't get confused. Why do you think I said that to reassure you? You can't stop me. The past won't repeat itself. All along this journey, you've been complicating things. Atalanta, just let this go.
The tension between the two of
Come
them.
on. Who was in the middle of everything back then? Who's still stuck in a cycle of self-punishment with silly, strict rules?
That is what I deserve. I once neglected Dora, disregarding the rules of the Templar Knights. Now, it's time for me to make amends.
Fighting her. Oh my god. Seems a bit unfair.
Come out, my servant, and fight for me.
Good defense and offense.
This is a bit insane.
Big thanks to all of you for helping out.
How do we explain this now? We just We just kicked the crap out of you, but please help us find our way.
I broke the rules of the Templar Knights by letting you go. But now, Valen, please.
Huh? Me?
This is the suspect that stole the Faith Stone and escaped in the past due to my failure.
Oh.
Please take her back to Hollowstone for confinement.
What? That was Atalanta? So that's to say you acted that way back then because...
For the love of...
Sorry. But for such an important suspect, is Valen going to escort her alone? Considering how small he is...
Jeez, the shade is flying today.
My physique is a sanctuary relied upon by many beautiful ladies. Are you saying you have a problem with it?
No. Lucius, you should stay. Remember, our main task on this journey is to track down the golems.
But originally, wasn't it our task to protect the item in the Sun Temple? Once back in Hollowstone, I can lead the knights to your destination to reinforce...
Lucius, you've said too much.
Item in the Sun
Yes.
Temple.
We were originally headed to the Sun Temple, but as this is an internal temple matter, I can't say more. Valen, don't worry. With me and Lucius around, we'll make sure he is safe.
That's quite the pledge. To be honest, I'm not sure if he even needs our protection most of the time. But I understand knights are always on about protecting stuff. Leave the suspect to me. I'll give the general the full report. Take care. See you later.
I'm still a bit stunned. Atalanta stole the Faith Stone?
Let's
Like,
not dwell on
it's a
this.
woman that you
We should
haven't
keep moving.
ever met, so why are you
Which
stunned?
direction do we go now?
Anyway.
Lucius, we're almost there. Keep everyone safe on this dangerous road.
Dun dun dun. Right, so we have Aaron or Valen.
Now, what seems to be the problem?
I don't know actually if this is... Oh yeah. Nope. You're so close.
By the title of the swordsman.
Usually it's always going to be third time's the charm of these things. Yeah, that was a bad idea. Oh no, maybe not. No. Oh no. What?
Yes, as you command. Now, what seems to be the problem?
And then we just have the smaller fella to ult then, or not to ult, to survive. GG, easy.
Just as I expected.
By the title of the swordsman.
Happy days. All these solo crucibles and stuff, like what's going on, lads?
Every sword is a witness.
Every sword is a witness. And as usual, we are massacring the countryside, stealing all of the resources, killing everything that moves. Wouldn't be surprised if I discover that I'm the villain in this game. We're crossing a bridge, so I'd imagine there's going to be like a
Atalanta
miasma or
and
something
I,
soon.
We were friends once. When I was young,
You had your opportunity to
blessed by
share.
God's grace,
You threw it
I
away.
became
Don't
the
want to
lead
hear about it
singer
now.
in a nearby temple choir. One day, as I sang in my stiff choir gown, I spotted a new face. A stray child. She was wandering around the temple. And that same day, there was a theft. Without proof, they just locked her up.
Dun, dun,
Yes.
dun. So she might not have done
Hard
it
to
then.
believe now, isn't it? Atalanta was actually pretty timid. They held her in a regular room, but she was terrified. She wouldn't even touch the food they brought her. Except when she saw me, she suddenly
Doesn't sound
yelled,
like a guilty person
"Hey,
then.
get me out of this place. If it wasn't for your singing, I wouldn't be here." I felt really guilty. Listening to hymns isn't a crime. What happened to Atalanta was so unfair. That's when I aimed to become a knight. I didn't want that kind of thing to happen again. Clearly, I haven't done well enough.
You two must have been
What's the
really
proof of her
close.
stealing the stone though?
We meant the world to each other.
Not the most compelling of relationships.
Got it. Go, my
We'll
friend.
put Aaron. Oh, not Aaron, Brian. Yeah, the bird just whipping everyone. He's quite strong, isn't he?
Brilliantly done.
Even the voice as well. I'm like, oh. It's like butter. More chests. Puzzles. Light puzzles. Sure, we'll see if we can get it done quickly. Spin that round. Spin around the complete way, come on. There we go. That's quite easy. I will take the gems, diamonds and whatnot. Gladly.
Good defense.
And
offense.
good stuff.
Big thanks to all of you for helping out.
You're very welcome. And there is our new area unlocked. So we must be getting close to the temple at this stage. Oh, we have to fight people again now. We're not as oh no, it's actually a story battle. All these robot golems, pretty cool animations. And a fan. Yeah, they don't last that long.
Victory is designed.
No holding back. Attack!
Good defense and offense.
Happy days.
This is our victory.
Hard to see what those dialogue boxes are.
No holding back.
Sometimes I wish they'd be voiced.
Good defense
And offense. I hope Antandria is going to be in the mall or
is deserved.
region. She's so useful.
Come out, my servant, and fight for me.
A great victory. The glory of which belongs to each and every warrior.
We have to do 2 more and then we get the big chest, and we might do it just because then we'll be able to wish on some more characters. Even though I think that, like, every time they release a character in this game, like, unlike other gachas, it's very like, don't really need these because
This is our victory.
I don't know. The content seems doable enough without Gaia shields. So they're still introducing new mechanics. Nearly done.
Big thanks to all of you for helping out.
And again, you're very welcome. Happy days. So we're just going to take all the plants, harvest all the wildlife. Solo Crucible.
I'll take the treasure.
Sure, we'll put you in, even though you've disappeared. Will she do it? She's not the quickest of clear times. But just she does have damage and control abilities, so if they all line up, her ult can kind of one-shot a lot of them. Yeah, but that one there, she's gonna hit. Happy days.
The greatest treasure is victory.
New Waystone, we're a fan. We're gonna get a lovely wee region reveal. No, usually they always do like the little name and the little bit of music. So there's good golems here that you can talk to, which is nice. And we have a boulder puzzle. I don't like these ones where you have to kind of... You obviously just have to move them out of the way so that the lights can hit each other. That's one done, and then we just have to move this one. Okay, that was quite easy. If I do say so myself. Just throw that back in. Demonstrate our enormous strength there. Furious Thief. Don't know why I'm talking to this champ. He's so beneath me right now. Right, so we have to go across the bridge.
Look! There's a camp up ahead!
Ooh.
Chippy, aren't you tired? Me? Of course, I'm not tired at all.
Huh? Chippy's not tired. But Hammy, you're looking a bit out of breath.
Don't underestimate me.
Quit smoking, Hammy.
Totally go on. Magister Merlin is so kind.
Hold on. Look at the golems at the camp's entrance and those flags.
Can't see that far. She clearly is playing with an unlocked screen. And more fighting. This game is so violent, isn't it, lads?
No holding back! Attack!
Should be grand.
Well,
Victory
is
is deserved.
Magister, those we just defeated seem to be...
Yeah, I was just thinking, what's the overall goal with the villains here? And it must be that the Syndicate are corrupting the golems to do their evil bidding.
Of the heroic order, Shippy, to clear them out for our Magister.
Looks like this is indeed the Adamant Syndicate's camp.
There are leftover golem parts here. Why do they look familiar?
Those monsters.
It's not the first time we've seen things related to golems in the Syndicate's camps.
Let's put our clues together and figure this out.
Or just destroy everything, as is the case, it seems.
This is our victory.
Tap
If the
to
previous
open
Syndicate
or
stronghold
hold.
was where they made the golem cores, then this camp is where they assemble the golems. It might be difficult to activate these golems that have been dormant for years. In order to get them to work, they've been conducting a lot of experiments.
So, they picked this place because the ancient battlefield has the most sleeping golems?
Yes. They let these
Clever, I
golems
suppose.
wander the ruins without considering the harm they might cause to nearby
Does it explain
residents.
what the golems, where they came from? They must have just been like some sort of
the so-called
the Genshin Impact,
successful
like
pieces,
Conria
for
kind
now
of
are only
ancient
such
technology.
specific places to cause harm. I can't believe the Syndicate would go to these lengths.
They are evil after all, Temesia, so I can myself believe it. Scornful woman.
I'd much rather be doing something else right now.
Miss, may I know what you're carrying?
Just contraptions I'm assembling. Let me tell you, the stuff I'm assembling isn't that powerful.
That's
Nowhere near
Rowan's
as strong
voice
as our
actor.
boss is.
Is her boss part of the Adamant Syndicate?
No way! My amazing master was born under a blood moon. The first under the long night. He is the dictator of gold, king of silver hair, and lunar wild wolf. Don't disrespect the great Mauler wild wolf. Don't you know anything, you ignorant peasant?
The
Get lost.
the dialogue here is a
Time
bit
for
odd.
you country bumpkins.
I've always kind of just wondered, like, why do they fill time with like useless dialogue? Like,
Sir,
this game
what
hasn't
are
been
you
that bad
doing?
with it, but
Are you blind? I'm assembling golems.
Is the Adamant Syndicate forcing you to do this?
Forcing me? Ha! I get good money for each golem. Now get lost. Don't slow down my work.
Magister Merlin, even though we've confirmed the connection between the Adamant Syndicate and the Golem's revival, there are still some mysteries left unsolved.
dun dun
Like
dun.
that guy with the super long title the lady just mentioned?
And how they're bringing the Golems back on such a large scale, and why they control them.
Well, that is true.
Exactly! What's driving those golems? And what are the Adamant Syndicate up to? That's what we need to know!
Do you think it might be linked to the Faith Stone? Admittedly,
Come on,
the
plot
Adamant
armor.
Syndicate
Come on, plot
using
direction.
the Faith Stone to reactivate the Golems isn't out of the question.
Teaches your ways, Temesia.
Right. If Atalanta is tied to the Adamant Syndicate, it makes sense. It's definitely suspicious. Temesia caught Atalanta back then, but she didn't have the Faith Stone on her.
I doubt she's connected to the Syndicate. Or as in working for them. She's probably connected to them, but not working for them.
I haven't seen her in years.
And if she is, more power to her.
Atalanta has been,
get the coin,
or
buy
what
the shoes.
She's done. But I just know she would never do something like that. She might never fully trust others.
Okay, this flip-flopping now
Even
between I hate you, can't talk about it. Okay, now you know.
But she would never hurt anyone.
Now she would never do anything bad. Make up your mind.
Yes, Atalanta has been supportive of us from the start. She couldn't be a villain.
If Atalanta knew how much trust you have in her, I wonder how she'd react.
What's with this sentimental atmosphere?
Well, at least Lucius kind of gets it.
I know your sole purpose here is to investigate the golems. Now that we've figured out the Syndicate are the culprits, you could go back. But I have this gut feeling that the Syndicate's intentions aren't as straightforward as they seem. To put it bluntly, I'd like you to come to the Sun Temple with me. Yes. Actually, our squad's original task was to respond to the Sun Temple's plea for help and safeguard the Faith Stone. And we ran into the golems controlled by the Syndicate as we traveled towards the Sun Temple. Could that really be a coincidence?
Dun dun dun.
What? Could it be that the Adamant Syndicate is plotting to go after sacred objects? That's gotta be it! Magister, would you be willing to go to the Sun Temple with us?
Thank you. I'm fully aware that the Temple's interests aren't your concern. I'll take it as a personal favor from you.
Even though we have a pressing matter, I better do this crystal defense real quick. Not too bad. These ones aren't crystal defense aren't too bad. They're easy enough to get done.
My servant and fight for me.
And third stage nearly done. Voila.
Well, victory is deserved.
Victory is deserved, lads. Jesus, there's loads of these.
No holding back! Attack!
Frenzy blade!
This is our victory.
Finally, Cece's been dethroned as the voice line queen. All for a chest. I suppose we go through another bridge. Get stuck in the environment because why not? Come on, confusing layout. So these Groglins are peaceful, it would seem. Help it make sense. Just gonna get this gold. Never know when you could run out of gold. A few more fights before we get to the temple, I'd imagine.
Come out
good defense
and
offense.
Well, victory is deserved.
happy days.
No holding back! Attack!
Frenzy blade!
I wish there was like a randomized button that like your team just was random if you're
Big thanks to all of you for helping out!
just so that you could see different animations and stuff. We gone and open this out chest. It'll be worth it, lads. We'll get like 5 stars in a row from it. We're just going to cut a few of those fights because they do get a bit repetitive, and I suppose probably for everyone's interest not to see the same thing all the time without a little bit of movement on the world map.
No holding back! Attack!
I say as we probably enter 6 fights in a row, but I will in future maybe cut out 1 or 2 that don't really offer too much. These are just kind of going through the motions because, again, as I have always said, I am a bit over-leveled, lads.
Victory is deserved.
But we will take all the coins, all the gold, and the books that these fights give us. We'll be grateful for them at some point, no doubt. And Strange, so Strange Maul, alright, so this is your man that they were talking about. So it's not really the Adamant Syndicate, I don't think, that we have to be worrying about.
It's our victory.
I think his name is Shakir or something.
Hey! Are you trying to steal my opponents away?
Come on, Wolverine.
Leave those golems alone! Why are you disrupting my combat training?
This guy
Is that Lord Franz again?
Reasonable. We were just being kind.
I apologize. We just happened to notice the situation and misunderstood.
I'm not interested in your excuses. But since you've interrupted me, as an apology, train with me. You'd better not hold back.
Definitely not.
No holding back! Attack!
Don't worry, your delivery's coming up.
He's not really putting up much of a fight, is he, lads? Yeah, he's just getting whammed on. Wham bam, thank you, ma'am. And Shanae.
Well,
Victory is sorry, I'm constantly like, I'm like, it's like a choir when I hear her say that. It's like a trigger.
That was a nice warm-up. I suppose you're worthy of my recognition. My name's Shakir.
Hello,
Let
Shakir.
me share something that might please
Shakir.
Meeting such a powerful individual here. Oh, you've piqued my interest. I'm up for sparring with you again to enhance our combat skills. I'm looking forward to our next meeting. If you guys survive.
Wait, what does that mean?
If we cross paths again, you'll figure it out.
Oh dear.
Now, farewell!
Don't worry, your delivery's coming up.
Frenzied blade. A great victory. The glory of which belongs to each and every.
And crystal defense, just so we remember that the world doesn't need saving on any quick time frame.
Come out, my servant, and fight for me. Well, victory is deserved.
Victory is deserved. There, saying it again. I should get like a Cecia swear jar anytime I say her voice line. I just have to like donate €1 to something or something.
Come out, my servant, and fight for me.
Big thanks to all of you for helping out.
You're very welcome. More chests. Let's just raid Shakir's camp.
No holding back. Attack!
Well, victory is deserved.
Here we go. And we didn't say it. A victory for us. Right, so we just have to leave the thief camp and more of a waystone. And we're going to skip that for the simple fact that we don't want to be seeing 10 different fights for one chest, even though we've just fallen into another combat here. But we'll try and keep the flow because we're nearly towards the end of the temple, so or reaching the temple, I think, so we won't delay the drama any longer.
Well, victory is deserved.
Happy days. Now I know it's not like the Dark Forest or Hollowstone, but it's still a lovely environment, isn't it? It's lovely described or designed. Lovely old forest. Okay, so I have to collect these little sprite thingies in the time allotted. Hopefully there's no battle or something in between. Oh, there we go. Easy enough chest. A lot of light receptor things there. We will do it later though. I'm not the best person to be explaining these things anyway, to be honest, because it takes me ages to problem solve them. And we've met another bridge and a miasma. So we obviously have to do this to progress. Got a load of gems as well.
Don't worry, your delivery's coming up.
Brutus, the ledge.
Well, victory.
It's still Cecia who's the starring role. And there we go, new area unlocked. So this looks like a camp again. we will follow through these golden breadcrumbs. There's now a crystal defense, which, you know, listen lads, we'll do it. These aren't too bad. There's a little bit more of a strategy, I suppose, involved, or a little bit of drama. That's wave 1 done. For some reason we have Smokey. Happy days.
The experiment was a total success.
Come on, experiment. Say the Graveborn section is going to be insane. I wonder who'd be the guide, Sylvie or something. So it's an elite challenge. We'll see how quickly we can actually get this done. 30 health bar.
No holding back. Attack!
We're not actually getting through it, lads. Unless we just have to survive.
Come out, my servant, and fight for me.
Big thanks to all of you for helping out.
And lovely old chest.
Good defense and offense.
These golems have no threat to us and our power.
Well, victory is deserved.
Some of the level design is great, isn't it? This seems like an official camp of sorts. Oh, come on, cutscene. Right. The corrupt creature thing a little bit later.
Done well.
Usually takes ages to get a partner.
To meet me again.
Why, hello,
That's a strange way to
Shakir.
put it.
Don't forget my warning. This place is far from simple. If you want to know more, let your strength do the talking.
We already kicked your arse
He
before.
obviously wants to tell us. He just has to have one more battle.
Here we go. And we're flying through you, Shakir.
Big thanks to all of you for helping
GG
out.
easy.
As we agreed, ask anything and I will answer.
Did we agree with
But
that?
first, tell me your name. Ah, I'll remember that.
So, Shakir, please answer the Magister's question sincerely.
I'll keep my word. They hired me, but this isn't their turf. This place is mine. It was claimed by these claws of mine. Seen my crew? The Syndicate hired them, but not a single one of them can match me. So they just do general mundane tasks assigned by the Syndicate. I came from the Ashen Wastes to train and grow stronger. Before I met you, the golems were my best sparring partners.
Ah, so he's not a
They
villain.
often got damaged. There were always more around.
It sounds like all of this is part of the conspiracy by the Adamant Syndicate, but their real goal is still a mystery. Shakir, can we speak to your crew?
Sure,
Crew.
but I should warn you if you want to fight them. They're pretty weak.
I promise you, we only want to
Pretty
ask
weak.
them questions.
All right. Hey, you lot! Over here!
Boss? You calling for us?
Yeah, these folks are opponents I respect. You'd better answer their questions truthfully. And as for me, let me clean up a bit. My claws and fur got dirty during the battle.
Well, lads, I'd say that will be it for today. We've done an awful lot. Mainly we got back into AFK Journey, which is a great thing. There's a brand new patch on the horizon, and sure, we need to get our skates on to unlock everything and get all up to speed on the story. So with these gacha games, I always take my time to be like, oh, better not rush through everything so we have nothing else to do, but we do need to pull our socks up. But as always, if you've enjoyed this video, always appreciate the views, the clicks, the likes, drop us a comment, subscribe to the channel, great free way of supporting future content. And until next time, we will have more Remnant Peaks coming for your eyes, ears and nose very soon. Till then, take care.
Mostly just been transporting